Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over my March biweekly budget number 2 from the 22nd to April 4th. I make these myself, and if you like them and want them yourself, I have an email in the description box below, so please email me, or you can find me on Instagram and you can just direct message me off of there and I will send them via email to you. I will show you some pages later on in this video of other pages that I have. I have a ton of options that you can ask me for, if not all of them, so stay tuned for that. Let's just get right into this video. So income, my husband makes about $1,500 every 2 weeks. I am not working right now because I'm on restricted movement with my pregnancy. If you haven't heard about that, it's a long story, so make sure to just check out the past month's videos so to catch up on that. I knew that I'd be out of work in March, so in February I rolled over as much money as I could into these biweekly budgets. So for the first biweekly budget I did $500, and since I have this baby check here, I only needed to roll over another $100. So together we'll have $1,973.63 to work with. That is not too bad for us. We will be kind of restricted. We're going to spend the least amount as possible, so stay tuned for that and stay tuned for how we do. So for bills, we have rent is $500. I break that up every 2 weeks to do $500 each paycheck, so it's not a huge bill at the end of the month. Cell phones is $218.60. Bank fees is $19.34, and iTunes is $1.35. I don't break up like the big cell phone bill because I have it laid out and budgeted to where this biweekly paycheck is about the same amount in bills as the first one. So it's not like this one's going to be $700 and the biweekly budget number 1 is only $200 in bills. They're about the same. So that is why I don't break up the cell phone bill into half as well. Moving on to debt, we have a Jeep payment of $267.33. That's every 2 weeks. My MasterCard, I only have a balance of $43.45, and that was from my gender reveal party that happened last month. With going to the hospital with my emergency for this pregnancy, I did spend quite a bit of money on food and emergency supplies just in case, so that was quite a bit. So I want to put as much money as I can back into the emergency fund. It's running very low. I think I'm at like $490 just with everything happening lately. I'll show you that page when I show you all the other pages so you can kind of see where I'm at. And then my US credit card is $250, and that is just a little bit over the minimum payment, but again, I live in Canada, so this transfers to like I think $175, $180, so not too much. So these are the totals for each of those sections. Moving on to expenses. If you watched my previous video, it was my biweekly budget number 1 results video, as well as my weekly tracker. You know that I overspent quite a lot in the expense categories, so I did a little editing with the expenses so that these numbers reflect and how I won't go over. Like eating out, we only had about $2 and something odd cents left in that budget because I have a $50 budget. So I don't want to go over that $50 budget for the whole month, so I set my new budget at 0 so I don't go over that. So groceries $3.50, gas $60, eating out $0, baby $25, other $0, household $20, my husband $20, me $0. My husband and I agreed that we would just get birthday cards for everybody for their birthdays, but my husband's siblings are getting their mother something pretty like extravagant, and we kind of feel bad that we're not going to get her anything other than a card. So we're going to make it an effort to go half on a pedicure. Yeah, a pedicure for her with my husband's sister, so that will be about $30. And then we're going to spend about $6 on a birthday card. So that's what I have budgeted. So that total is $511. So if we take our income minus our bills, minus our debt, and minus our expenses, we are negative $12.44. So we really have to watch our spending. I am actually having to do an oil change, which I forgot to add in this budget, and that'll be about $75. So we're looking at being negative about around $95 to $100. So that is going to change. I'll write oil change here, and then I'll put the amount in the weekly check-in. So my budgeted will be $0. That's why I like the weekly check-in in the actual column, because you can add stuff in if you have to. As an unbudgeted type, I just leave an extra column there just in case. So that is my biweekly budget number 2. I hope you guys don't freak out over my numbers. I know that my debt is a lot, but that's what we have to work with. So now let's go to the front. I'll show you guys some of my new pages that I have. So this is the baby savings cash tracker. That is my savings envelope that I have for the baby. It's right here. These are by TheBudgetMom. These are the printable ones from her, so they're awesome. It's just a way to keep track of how much is in that envelope without having to like write on the back of the envelope, because I do have change in there and that's very annoying. This is just an easier way to keep track of it. So I have a baby tracker. I have my savings account tracker, so I know exactly how much I have at one time here. So that is that. Within my savings account, I want to know exactly how much I have in my emergency fund at all time. And you can see that it's at $490, which is ridiculous. I know. I'm going to add in $175, which you guys saw in that last check. I can't do any more because I'm already going to be negative in that budget. So I would love to refund all of these expenses back into my emergency fund, but that is not going to happen right now while I don't have an income. I am waiting for my EI to kick in as I'm on sick leave. So I will let you guys know when that is going to happen, but I'm even freaking out about April because I don't know if I will get paid in April from EI. So that is going to be a little bit of a struggle. So that is going to have to stay at about $675 after tomorrow for a little while. These are my new trackers for the yearly view. I want to see how much we make difference in each month and see how that fluctuates. This is the income. I also want to see it in my bills. So for instance, I can see the difference between my bank fees. You can see the difference between the natural gas. It went up the last 3 months. You can also see with electrical how that goes. So this is just another visual for me to see like going from, say, next January, I want to project how much I spent on gas last year, which is now. I would look back and say, oh, I spent $70 in January for natural gas. So that is how I want to budget. And I love just this yearly view. I also have a yearly view on how much I spent in my monthly expenses. I can also add in a couple other things. If I need to add more things, I can add it here. I can just, edit it and reprint off this paper too. So that is not bad. And then we got our debt-free charts. I don't really want to go into that right now. I want to show you guys in another video later, but we are also like pretty stalemate on that as we don't have much income coming in. This can relate back to our bi-weekly budget number 2. This is kind of like the Budget Mom monthly view where she has her income and then she highlights the bills that she needs to pay in this budget. So I did it in yellow. We have the baby check, my husband's check and the rollover money from February, and all these bills that are in yellow are the bills that I need to pay within this time frame. So that is that. So you already saw my bi-weekly budget. So this is my daily spending tracker in my bank account. You can see that going into this bi-weekly budget number 2, I have a 0 balance in my account right now. I will be putting money in my account tomorrow, such as the baby check and the rollover money tomorrow. So that is why I have written the 22nd there, so don't forget to put that in. This is the cash spending tracker. So if I take cash out of my bank account, I can easily track it, and then I can put that money back into my account if I have to. I'm not doing cash envelopes while I'm on restricted movement because I can't go anywhere or do anything for, like, say going grocery shopping or that kind of thing. So for my husband to keep the receipts is very hard for him. I know it's pretty pathetic, but it's just easier for me and for him if it's just done on our debit card, which it's not that big a deal anyways. And then I have my March weekly expense tracker. These are just for the 4 weeks. I have my budgeted monthly up there, and then I will do a actual down here, and that is all for my budget binder pages. I hope you guys like kind of that overview and flip through. I hope you also like my bi-weekly budget number 2. If you do like these videos and you're excited to see my progress and how I'm doing, and maybe even some baby videos in the future, please subscribe, and let me know how you did on your budget number 1 for March. I hope that now that I'm not doing my cash envelopes, that my videos aren't like too boring for you guys. And I hope you guys like my budget binder now that I switched to it instead of my Erin Condren. It's just a lot easier for me, and I get to print off my pages whenever I want. So yeah, I hope you guys like my videos. Again, please subscribe. If you want these pages, please email me. Even if you want to talk about your numbers and your budget, that is what I want to get into more, is helping you guys with your progress about tackling debt, as well as going through mine and showing you guys how I track mine. But it's more about you guys. Like, I want to help you guys, and if there's anything that I can do to help you with your budget, please let me know. Even if you want to talk about it, I'm totally open for that. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.